How's it? Today is Thursday, May 8th, and it's more freestyle, more purgatory, more weird stuff. Um, I am in the process of working with my coach again to lay out a program, a plan to get me to where I want to be in the next couple months. And where does that mean? I don't even know. Hadn't really had a chance to talk to him until today. So I have a lot of insight moving forward, kind of what we're going to be doing actually starting on Saturday. But I talked to him maybe like 20, 30 minutes ago, which is 5 or 6 hours after this training session concluded. So I am really just faffing about today, kind of in purgatory, in programming purgatory. I try my best not to succumb to the desire to max out, because maxing out's always fun. Even when you feel like absolute shit, maxing out's it feels like you just feel so powerful. You feel so strong, even though everything hurts. So I was just trying my best not to do that today. And what that meant is working up to a few sets of one at like decent weight. If we're looking at like overall RPE, rate of perceived effort, rate of perceived exertion, depending on who you talk to. It's a scale from 1 to 10. One's like insanely easy. I can do like infinity more. Very hard to say, right? And then 10 is like insanely difficult, where I can no longer do a single rep afterwards. It's a little bit different, I think, for weightlifting, just because when you look at weightlifting, RPE is more kind of strength related, whereas weightlifting can be an infinite amount of reasons why you might miss a lift, because your timing was wrong, you cued wrong, maybe because you didn't feel strong enough. But I feel like very rarely does it feel like I don't feel like I'm strong enough to make the lift. It's just like I'm just off. So today was, try to keep it at RPE like 8-ish. If you're looking at that scale, I know I just kind of talked poorly about it, but in a manner of speaking, theoretics and all these things, right? So I actually did a few sets of one at just 85, and it was okay. None of them were super super great. I think until maybe the fourth one. It's either the fourth or the fifth one. That's my last set here at 80, and 85 starts here. I think one thing that I'm actually trying very 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 hard to do, I think I talked about it on yesterday's video, was I'm trying to start a little bit slower. I know I said that about my clean and jerk stuff, but I feel like if I start a little bit slower on the snatch as well, I feel like I'm a lot more consistent overall. Oh, that second set was good. I guess I didn't watch that video when I was at the gym. Yeah, that second one was good. But yeah, like when I'm looking at my start position, if I'm a little bit more deliberate with my like speed off of the ground, then I have less tendency to move like forward and backwards. Oh, I'm very upset with myself here. um, and like I feel like when I started today, I wanted to do just 3 singles each of my snatches and my clean and jerks, and then because that last set for the third set, because that third set was so bad, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do until I'm confident with the level of clean and jerk that I put out. And I mean, those were okay. And then I moved into until I'm confident with the snatches that I put out. I said clean and jerk. And then I moved into my clean and jerks, and then from there, I was like, at this point, I'm so tired. I'm so over it. I don't know what I'm doing because I didn't have a plan. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool with just doing one set at 115, just clean and jerk, literally just 1+1. And I even warmed up here at 80 because things felt so weird, and I just didn't feel like I was me, more or less. And that jerk was really solid, so that gave me quite a bit of confidence moving forward. But yeah, I think one thing that I'm thinking about for a lot of my snatches and clean jerks today is actually something that I've probably never ever talked about, but it's something that I heard recently that has helped me a lot, is when you pick up the bar, once the bar gets to knee height, If my shins are vertical, then I'm in a better position to impart power, like the most optimal position to impart power, like upward. And I feel like, I don't know if that is actually true, but when I'm thinking about getting my knees or my shins vertical at the knee, then it feels like I'm in a little bit more control. It feels like I have a little bit more agency for what I'm trying to do. And it's not really like a thing where I'm trying to stay at that position. It's more of a checkpoint that I'm just trying to put a little bit of emphasis on, and I do think it is helping a lot. We'll see what happens moving forward. I think that in tandem with me starting off a little bit slower is really, really good. Yeah, so actually I had to go and train a client at the gym, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna not rush anything at the weightlifting gym that I lift at, and then I'm gonna actually do my accessories at the gym I train at. So did a couple of things here, some bicep curls, some pull-ups, and then I did some Palloff presses. It was very crowded, so getting a lot of these videos didn't feel right. But I did my best to be cognizant of the space that I'm occupying and everything. But yeah, I mean, today was programming purgatory. um, I don't have too much else to say. I'm really excited about Saturday, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about programming and what's gonna happen moving forward. But that's coming soon. Super, super, super looking forward to that. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.